Hey, it's Jocelyn here with Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood. And it is the beginning of a new year. And I know if you are like me, and you may have had New Year's goals or resolutions or intentions, whatever you want to call them, that involve losing a little bit of that baby weight. I have been there. And I've had multiple years in succession even where I had that same goal. And it took me time to figure out actually how to reach that goal without going crazy. And I want to share with you what I learned in that process of losing the baby weight. Baby weight did not naturally fall off of me. It was tough to lose the baby weight. But I learned things that really made a significant difference, and most of them involve mindset. While most of them do involve switching and changing my thoughts around food and around what I ate, it does require action. And today I am going to dive deep into the action that I took and hopefully inspire you to take some sort of action in your desires and intentions to be a healthier mama and hopefully lose some of that baby weight in the process. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, host of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Thanks for joining. So I want to run you through, first off, some of the thoughts that I had that were holding me back and some of the thoughts that came to me that were just mind-boggling, opening, and revealing. As you'll notice in your life, sometimes God sends you these thoughts that are like, wow, it's way more simple than I thought it would be. So I was kind of in these phases where it's like, man, I just need to find the right diet. I need to find the right meal plans. I need to find the right book. I need to find the right person to follow on social media that can help inspire me and motivate me to do better. And so I had all these thoughts that I was looking for a diet, looking for a book, looking for a person. And in ways, all of those were part of my process, a part of my progress in this journey. And then one day it just kind of came to me, this simple thought that said, you know how to lose weight. It's not like some secret that somebody's going to reveal to you. All you have to do is eat healthy and eat less. And it was like, what? That's all I have to do is eat healthy and eat less? And it was just really eye-opening. And another statement that I found, I think this one was on social media, but it said this: you can't outrun a bad diet. Pun intended. You really can't out-exercise bad eating habits. And my eating habits weren't terrible, but they also weren't very good or very healthy. And so I kind of realized, I've got to really change what I eat, but I didn't want to change what I ate. It seemed like a mental block because I liked all the things. I liked pasta, I still do. Liked bread, still do. Liked the cakes and desserts, still do. And changing what I ate felt really hard, but I also felt so stuck and frustrated with the way that I looked, with the fact that I couldn't fit into those smaller clothes that I had diligently saved from before pregnancy. And I wanted to fit into those clothes. I wanted that to happen. As I mentioned in the last podcast episode, that loving myself just the way I was, despite what the scale said, was my first step in actually making progress in this desire. And my next step was to change what I ate. Now, there are two types of people out there, and you may be one or both of these in different areas of your life, but knowing this about yourself will help set you up for success when it comes to changing what you eat in your life. So I think I learned this from Gretchen Rubin, if I remember right, but there are moderators and there are abstainers. So a moderator is someone who can moderate what they eat and they are just fine. So say they bring out ice cream and French fries. The moderator is okay with just having a few of each and calling it good. They're really good at moderating and they can just stop at a few. Me, I was not a moderator. It was not easy for me to stop once I tasted it. So once I tasted that ice cream or those French fries, I just kept going. They tasted so good. My mind said I liked them, that they tasted good, and so I kept eating them. So moderating was not really a good option for me. If you are good at moderating, start there. Otherwise, you might need to try a little bit of the other personality trait, I guess you could call it, which is abstaining. And I realized that because I just wasn't good at moderating, it was too hard to moderate, it was frustrating that I was going to be a little bit more of an abstainer. I was going to have to just say no and not try it at all. And so the first 3 things that I implemented when it came to the actual changing of my diet was I just decided I am going to do no gluten, no sugar, and no processed foods. And that's where I was going to start. I didn't limit myself on how much I could eat. I ate as much as I wanted. And I think having that liberty to eat as much as I wanted actually really helped me because I didn't feel like I was starving myself. On other diets or things that I had tried, I would get a little overwhelmed and scared because I hated the idea of feeling like I was starving. So I did that. I did no gluten, no sugar, and no processed foods for a pretty significant amount of time. And I found that after about the first week, it did get a little easier. I also worked with my mindset, but it got easier to just say no to the sugar rather than to taste it and say, oh yeah, I need that, because we all know how good those sweets are, how good they taste. But I had goals, and I knew that there needed to be action taken in order to reach those goals and those intentions. And there is going to be action required in order for you to reach your goals and your intention. If that's too hard for you, I just encourage you to start somewhere. Start with less sugar. Only allow yourself 1 sweet treat a week. Start with eliminating processed foods and eat only whole foods. Start somewhere. I didn't come to the weight loss that I did just by those three things. I even had to add more as I went along. I had to add drinking a lot of water. I had to eventually add stopping to eat after 7 p.m. And I also started working on the portions, which took me years to get to that point. But that is kind of what it has taken. Now, that might seem really overwhelming to you. And that's why I say, if you feel like you can't abstain and start like just kind of cold turkey style, start somewhere. Start with eating less sugar. Start with less processed foods, because this is a journey. I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but weight loss is a journey, and there are going to be many pit stops along the way. Like if we are going from Idaho to California, we can't get there on 1 tank of gas. It is going to take refueling, reminding, and helping ourselves to get back on the highway after we get off or take a pit stop. So it does take work, and it does take changing what you eat and what you do in order to lose that weight. The scriptures say, faith without works is dead. If we do not have the action along with our faith, along with our thought processes, and along with our mindset, it's dead and it won't work, or it will be incredibly hard. If we include the faith and the works, something beautiful happens. And it happened for me. Even when I was eating as much as I wanted, I began losing weight. It was simply amazing. I've given you some actionable items that I did when I started trying really hard to lose the baby weight. In the next coming episodes, we will focus a little bit more on the mindset shifts that I had to go through in order to help this process not be so hard and drudgery and miserable. So I will be sharing those, and also some tools that I use that actually really helped me in this process. So if this is where you're at, stay tuned and keep coming back. Keep feeding your mind the good thoughts that you desire to have regarding becoming a mom who is healthy. And I know in that process for some of you, it's not just getting healthy, it is losing that baby weight, because I know it was for me. I needed to do that. It was on my mind a lot. I wanted to do that. It was on me, and I know it's on you, but you can do it. Include that faith and include those works, and let God show the miracles in your life. If you thought of someone during this episode who is in your same boat and maybe thinking about losing some baby weight too, tell them about this episode. Let's share the light and share the mindset tools that can help you in this endeavor. God needs you. Your children need you. And most of all, you need you to take some of these actionable steps to become healthier. And I know you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Until next time. And I actually wanted to add something here at the end. It was going to be too hard to figure out how to fit it in the middle of the podcast, so I wanted to put it at the end. But you know what your body needs. You know the next actionable step that you need to take in this endeavor. And I encourage you to take it. If that step is to drink more water, do it. If that step is to eliminate processed foods, do it. If that step is to go cold turkey and do some really hard things, do it. God will help you as you give yourself love and help yourself in this journey. So take that small or big actionable step and just do your best. And if you have to take a pit stop, do it. Next episode, I will explain a little deeper into pit stops, mindsets, and things that really helped me in this journey. So I had to add that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you in a positive pregnancy, in losing that stubborn baby weight, and becoming the mom you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday mom life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.